Welcome back to my Crafty Corner, and I'm Crafty Kara, and I just survived StitchCon 2021. Yes, I got to go to StitchCon. It was a lot of fun. I'm trying not to shake my table for some reason. It was well needed and such a refreshing weekend that we all needed. I mean, I can't even express it into too many words, but it was just a blast. And when I said survive, we survived heat. If you haven't already watched Pam and Steph, they talked about that it was really hot that first night we were there, and they found out later on that the cicadas had literally just crashed down the AC units, and got that going, and it was wonderful in there. And then we had tornado warnings and flash floods, but you know what? We were in the best place we could be with a bunch of stitchy friends. So, hey, bring it on. And again, a incredible bunch of people. I mean, 225 people. I mean, what can I say? I met so many people, some that I knew, and people I didn't even know before. And I have friends for life. Barbara, who sat at my table, which was my roommate, she was a blast and just kind of took me under her wing, even though this was both our first retreats. And she was, like I said, nice enough to just let me tag along with her on some things. And Barbara from Keepsakes, I'm going to adopt her as my new mom. Just saying. She is, if you've never met her, she's a joy. And she's not just selling patterns and cross stitch, she's building a community. And really, I think that's what sets her apart from a lot of things. And then Nicole was another lady who sat just about a table or so away from me. She was very special to me over the weekend. So those are just some. There's many, 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 many more of you who made my weekend very special. So I will mention some of those as some stories come along. Got to ride the Stitchy Bus. That is fun. The Brag Wall. Pinocchio. And that reminds me, I have Pinocchio to show you. Story time. So last time I showed you Pinocchio, he wasn't framed. So I got him back from the framers. Yeah, the framers called Hobby Lobby. And I really like it. I really like how the blue, like I just want you to see like the blue and the red play off of Pinocchio over here. Now, if you see, there's no glare. Pinocchio, told you, with 4 kids, almost didn't survive. I brought him home because I was going to get some hanging things in the back. And my son, I don't know how he did it, must have just leaned up enough where it pinched the back of one of the brads back here and cracked the glass right down the middle. So I'm going to have to replace the glass. But right now it's really good for you. But Pinocchio's all framed. He was on the brag wall with, I took Snow White and more chocolate bunnies by Hands On Design wherever I went. But that was the gist of what I took. And honestly, I was surprised by the amount of people who were like, whoa. But, you know, I was impressed by the brag wall. There were so many things there that are just mind-blowing. And if you need to see them or want to see them, Pam and Steph's got a nice little snippet on their latest video to show you. I think it's like 13 minutes long in the middle of the video. So it's a long video. It's like the 2-hour video. But it's like in the middle or toward the end. And so you can kind of go, she shows you everything that's on the tables. And wow. Incredible bunch of stitchers. And what I love about that is that I can sit there and look at those things from other people and truly admire and appreciate the work, even though I'm like, I probably won't stitch that, or I don't feel like I will use that, and so on and so on. But oh, the freebie table I did try to stay away from, but I did find a couple things. It's, again, if you haven't heard, it's just a table everybody brings some things they don't need and they lay it out and see if they can find new homes. Barbara, my roommate, had a couple things that I snatched away from her. Some blue 14 count Ada. I will use this for something. Since I do a lot of the Clouds Factory, Dr. Seuss and stuff for teachers, you know, this becomes a really good, nice, neutral background. And then some 18 count, I've already cut it, so don't mind the big hole, but 18 count Fiddler's Ada. Very neutral, and I love the way this looks, and it'd be perfect for other small gifts. And a bookmark from a magazine kit. Read and relax. And I love that there's a little book that says cross stitch on it. Totally love that. I might change the colors, but I might just keep them too. And then magazines that I hope I don't already have, because I'm trying to remember what I had. Didn't have a list. Should have done that. But I picked up Cross Stitch magazine from June 2020. And those bunnies in there are stinking cute. Yeah, there wasn't anything that completely stood out, but oh, eat, stitch, repeat, sleep, repeat, of course. Oh, that's right. This one has the Christmas shadow box. That was the set of pattern that the ongoing series. So that was nice to pick up. Then I also picked up Just Cross Stitch April 2019. Pretty sure I don't have this. And it's got a nice little sampler in it. Just lots of fun stuff. Just a glance. Some of the projects that are in there. And then I can't help it when I see Cross Stitcher magazine from the UK. Their patterns are just so bright and vibrant and fun. And I found November 2018. I just think this is... I'm not sure I'd ever do the wreath because it's really big. But there's cupcakes and a sampler with motifs and little snappy cards. Like Doreen Jones usually has a lot in here. I'm going to see if that's her, because it usually is. Yep, those are definitely Doreen Jones. And those are so cute. So that was the gist of the freebie table that I brought home. Other than that, I tried to stay away from the freebie table. Because my goal was to leave more than I bring home. And I took an entire box. A small Otlite box. It was like yay big and about as tall as some paper. I've had that filled with things that I didn't want or didn't need or would love somebody else to benefit from. Hopefully somebody got the thread for more chocolate bunnies, because I didn't need it anymore. I'm not going to really use it for anything, so somebody's got the thread to start that kit. Another thing over the weekend, the PVC, I showed my PVC standoff. I did not anticipate the amount of interest in what I do with that. I don't even think I've shown it on here directly, because when I made it, it was 2 or 3 years ago. I hadn't made videos in a while. And, sorry, cat is meowing. It's raining and he doesn't need to go outside. But when I said I had it in the van, somebody said, oh, please bring it in. So I brought it in, I put it together, and a lot of people are talking about it. And really, the materials to make this are nothing, cost nothing. What I have in here was my table stand, or lap stand. That's the word. This is the tool that I was telling people that you need to buy. It's like a ratcheting plastic PVC cutter. I think I paid $13, $14 for this. That's about the average price. But it will cut, I think, up to 2 inch, 1.5 inch, whatever. Or maybe an inch, sorry. This is 1/2 inch PVC. And it will cut that really easy. I'm not going to cut this, but you'll just ratchet it on there. Right? And then once it grips it, you're going to keep ratcheting, and then it will just slice through like butter. You might have, your hand might get a little tired if you're doing multiple cuts, but sometimes I will use my leg and get more force. But this has saved me. I can cut so many pieces in no time with this piece. But it's hanging in the plumbing department in most hardware stores. But just make sure that it's large enough to cut a 1/2 inch PVC. I'm going to make a separate video or videos about the tabletop or lap stand one and the floor stand, because I want to kind of share the versatility that I had talked about at StitchCon, or options. I'm not going to give measurements on here because I have a blueprint. I'm going to share that in the StitchCon Facebook group here shortly for all those who attended who asked questions. But there may be an option that I might have a pattern for you to purchase. That is being figured out because it is so customizable. I mean, I can give you what I've done, but then if you want to do something different, you're going to have to make some adjustments. But like, just so you know, this is the pieces. My son's face on it. These are the pieces required to do the tabletop or lap stand. So it doesn't take up much space when taken apart. The only other thing that you might need that I discussed at StitchCon are Gina's unique boutique needle minder Facebook group. She sells these giant lobster claws, and they're perfect because they will fit around two like your Q-snap and the PVC, and you'll know why. You don't have to have these, but these were hugely benefited me for the reason why I made this particular lap stand. And she just moved, I think, from California to Texas, and just reopening her shop, starting to. And so I will try to link her below because she's fabulous. I'm getting another set of these because I love them so much, and I don't want to not have some of these around. They're perfect too to clip up your extra fabric on your Q-snap if you don't have a grime guard. Many uses, but I will show more about that later. But I was just overjoyed that so many people were interested in what I did with the floor stand, and didn't mind showing that off. But yeah, at StitchCon, there's not a lot of stitching that happened. Some of us did, some of us didn't. I was really hoping to get a finish. I hardly had a start. But I guess that's what happens, right? Oh well. But the late night stitching room was a lot of fun. At the La Quinta, I don't know how to say it. The La Quinta, I probably said it wrong. But it was a lot of fun. Everybody was a little bit more relaxed, and since the room was a little smaller, it was a little bit more easy to be friendly and talk to other tables. And I got to know a lot more people in those rooms, in that room. Because Stephanie hung out in there. She was kind of our babysitter. She made sure we didn't get into any trouble. Cassandra is down in there, Milka. There was a lot of other people. It was just another Barb. It was just so much fun. Like I said, just more relaxed atmosphere and a lot more chit-chat conversations that really crossed the table, and it wasn't just side conversations. But needle minders, I have a shout out to do because I took needle minders to StitchCon. This is what they look like. If I can get it to... My phone doesn't focus very well. There, it's a little better, sort of. These were perfect. I only brought 25 and I managed to save one of them for myself. Yes, managed. I wasn't planning on that. And I was like, oh, I really need to hang on to one. But they are adorable. They came from an Etsy shop called Warehouse Industries. This is their little business card. How stinking cute is that? That it's like birch or something, I imagine. Custom and personalized laser engravings. They have a Facebook page. They're on Etsy. They even sent this cute little tag that said thank you, Kara, on it. Packaging was adorable. I've already told them that I would be ordering more from them. Hold on. Sorry, now the cat's outside. I already told them that I was going to be ordering more needle minder, or more, there weren't needle minders, but I was going to order more of these medallions from them because they are just so cute. They've even shared it on their Facebook page for me. Maybe they have an Instagram. Can't remember. But they have fabulous service, great communication, and it was shipped extremely fast. Yeah, I highly recommend Warehouse Industries from Etsy. So that's my shout out to them. I told them that I would, even though it's like 2 weeks later. But also I gave out some other things that I was sharing was earrings. So I'm going to show you some of what they look like. Maybe they're not wanting to sit down just right now. These are little spools. I feel like, there we go. So I shared some of those. I'm gonna have a mess over here. Some embroidery scissors. These are my favorite. Those are definitely cute. And then I thought they were a good laugh, but I think they look great on the right ears, not mine, are these wonderful needles. They're actually, to me, they cracked me up. So I want you to see them. Oh, there we go. They cracked me up because these are larger than a needle. Like the eye is humongous, but they are really kind of cute. And see, I should be wearing some, but I didn't. I was passing those out as gifts, as well as some floss drops and some bags. Just like oval shaped floss drops. And my needle minders. Those were the goodies I was handing out, trading, whatever. And it was really fun. So I'm making more because hopefully I will have something to announce later on. Now, I know other people have shown the swag bag, but I'm going to go over a couple of things because they deserve to be talked about. The swag bag is a cute little backpack that says StitchCon. I mean, anything that says StitchCon, you've got me. This wonderful ornament, which I'm going to leave in the box for now, but some of the people show it. It has the Ohio State shape on it. And then, like they said, Weekend B, Pam and Steph mentioned, like, Weekend A got a heart, Weekend B got a star. And Katie Clark, I remember it. She made 600 of these, plus the ones that were in the annex that were being sold that had little 310 sitting down there. Girl, you deserve so much credit for just, yeah, 600. I mean, I make cheer gifts, which I'll show you some later. But 600. Bravo. But, I mean, I can't wait to put that on my tree. Hopefully I have some orts to stick in it because, like I said, not much stitching happened while I was there. And then, I think it's in here somewhere. We got the face mask because until they had these all made before the governor lifted the restrictions for face masks. But I don't care. I love it. And then there was like a little pin in there, and I have it somewhere. Probably swiped another one too when I was there. Don't tell anyone. But I did trade goodies, as I mentioned with my earrings. I want to show you some of the things that I got. Sorry if I keep rolling into this. I am just afraid that my kids are going to interrupt me because I've have them not locked, but threatened to be in their room until I can get this done because I can't focus. Well, some of the goodies I got in exchange was this lovely bracelet. This came from it just says Hughes by M. I remember how she walked over to the table, but that is just so pretty. Because she said she didn't bring anything else. She brought jewelry. Fine with me. I can't remember who this came from, but I think it was in the late night stitching room set out, and they were all so pretty. They all looked like ice and stuff. So this one, to me, I just thought it really did look like ice. And it had a cute little button on the back. So I have that. Told you Katie who made all those ornaments. She passed out stickers. I love that. The stitch cup. And then I got that needle minder from her because it's purple and glittery, like all my cheer stuff. Here's some other. This one's from Vintage Sew Gal. I got the little rocket ship from her because I thought I might encourage my son to stitch more. And he actually is a little interested in that, so yay. Oops, there's a couple others that were traded. I like that little wooden, like vintage looking button. This one, I wouldn't say it cracked me up, but I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, I want that. A whole magazine? This little, like, Americana sampler looking one, and then Stitch Therefore I Stash. I have that pattern. I still want to do it, so I had to have that. This one here, which looks like a wooden Parisian stamp. Very cute. This one, I'm pretty sure came from Nicole. Forgive me, it's been a crazy weekend. Pretty sure she walked over and handed it right to me. It's so hard to see that. Let me see if I can put it on something else. And not have it be upside down. It says Stronger Together with some handprints. It's perfect. Perfect for the weekend. And I didn't want to start using these until I had them all put away. Found some kazoos that I heard Stephanie had around. It had magnets on it, but they fell off. I might just use it for fun. And this I brought with me, but you could have bought these there. A scissor fob that says StitchCon on it. I'm pretty sure these came from Cassandra. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. Little floss tags. Because I got cards from Lennox Stitches. Miranda Barnes, she's from Faraway Designs. Kentucky Sass, got her card. And Stitching with Grammy, got her card. So yeah, those are my little, those are my little goodies from friends. Plus this one that Barbara from Keepsakes gave out. Funny story, no joke, right before the video. I'm like, where is that lovely little scissor fob that Barbara said we can have, and these have got really pretty stones on them. And I took it and I stuck it right in my pocket as I left. And if you don't already know, on my way home, halfway home, I had to just pull over. I was in severe pain and had I was having a kidney stone. Didn't know it at the time. Well, I didn't know that it was happening until I was in so much pain. So I went to an ER that was off the highway, And I gave these to my mother, who happened to get there, and asked her to hold this, and she forgot that that I gave these to her, and she thought my sister had them, because my niece makes a lot of jewelry too, and so she thought it belonged to them. And so when I called her this morning, I said, Mom, where, do you have that? She's like, oh, I just gave it to your sister. I was like, so I called my sister. I said, hey, do you still have that? And my niece had already started to put it together. I'm just missing the 2021 charm. But it's a little black. Oh, that you can kind of see the sparkle. And this little white stone. It's so cute. But yeah, sorry. True story. Gave it to my mom because of a kidney stone, and almost, I had to rescue it back from my niece. Love her. Just had to have it back. But yeah, the kidney stone, yeah, it was no fun. But I'm fine. If anybody's asking, that's fine. That's why I'm wearing 3/4 length sleeves, still covering up where drawing of blood did not go so well. But again, I'm fine. It was just for the reason of an incident that I haven't had since pregnancy. So we'll be following up with other doctors to check on that. But yeah, I just got to stay away from home a little longer. But that's all right. So I went over Trader Goodies. Let's now cover whips. Just whips I did at StitchCon. Really, there's not much I should show. But I'm going to show you 3. Because I did put like in 5 stitches in one, 20 stitches on another. So it was a whip at StitchCon. The first one's going to be Sweet Pea. And if you remember her, she looks like this. It's a Nora Corbett. She's on 32 count Jazz by Picture This Plus. And I literally put 5 to 12 stitches in there. I don't even know. But she became a demonstration piece for the lap stand, because I wanted people to see how it functioned and stuff. So again, very little work, but still progress nonetheless. The other one was in my little Fiona pouch that I had to say, hey, look, Steph, which I got during my last Cincinnati visit. This, of course, is my Easter Parade, which is getting well loved. And it's on blue 28 count Monaco. And I'm really loving it on the blue. Make sure you guys can see that. I'm really liking the blue. And I probably only got like, again, maybe a dozen stitches in that one. But I don't think I've showed you progress in a while. I have worked on this in the car before school was completely out, which I might have showed you some of it. But I still have taken this in the car. And yeah, forgive the threads that are just hanging from it. But I wanted to get the bunny done. Because, again, since for me, it grounds the whole design, where then I can work from that. I am more of a central located stitcher. I don't like to just start with a border, because if it doesn't match up, I will flip out. So that was slightly worked on at StitchCon. The only other thing that I worked on, and like I said, wasn't much, was a freebie pattern. I figured, why not mark this occasion while we go to keepsakes? And what is it? I mean, not the most popular. I find it the most popular. What is the coolest thing about keepsakes besides Barbara and her staff? It's 310. The cat. I can't show you the freebie pattern. I tried to show you in another video by accident, but it's a cute little cat. I picked up, as you can see, a little bit of my haul. I bought the Flosstube with 310 on it, and she's got the cute little nicked ear since she has been spayed. And here is the gist of what I have. right now. Really, before I left StitchCon, I just had like 2 rows down here and the tail. So I'm starting to fill in. This is just her neck, but she's got more of a little head up here. But I'm just starting to fill in. But I thought I might make a cute little ornament out of that. It's on the 18 count Fiddler's Ada that I got from my roommate. And that's all sits in my homemade, well, I would say homemade. I purchased the pouch. Get it all back in here so I don't lose it. My little Crafty Care pouch. It's meant for, well, when I first did this, I thought I'd just put little notions in it. But it's really perfect for those little, really small, like Lizzie Kate's or freebie things. So that's where that one is. Those are my 3 whips that I did while at StitchCon. Definitely not as much progress as some others got because I really wanted to ring that bell. But if I had a bell here, no, which I'm not even finished. So why am I saying that? Trader Goodies whips haul. Okay, I showed you a teeny bit of that with the Flosstube. I did buy some things, not nearly as much as I thought I would or what I did when I was first in Cincinnati back in March, but I did buy a few things. So let me show you. This has been a gift in the gingham bag. This came from Nicole, and I thought it was really perfect. Please cancel my subscription to your issues. And this is by Sue Hillis, the great Sue Hillis. And she does these lovely states, if you don't already know. They're so cute. I have Indiana. I think I also have Texas. Because those are the states my husband is from. But thank you, Nicole. Greatly appreciated. So here's my bag of goodies. Trigger me as I dump it out. When I was there in March, I bought the Keepsakes house, which you can only purchase at Keepsakes. It's called Your Favorite Needle Workshop. And it's not on here. I thought it might be pictured. So cute. Pam was working on that while at StitchCon. Book just flew by. But I bought the 2 other books. There was 3 books to go underneath of his cute little patterns. I bought book 1, book 2, and I got home and I'm like, why did I buy book 3? So that was the first thing on my list, is Keepsakes, book number 3. It's got pins and needles, needles and pens, some spools, a little sampler, which is adorable, and busy as a bee, my needle and me. Fun, fun, fun. And if I had this book and this book, and I had to buy, like I said, why? And then after meeting Sue Hillis, which she is adorable and sweet, and it was so neat to meet a designer who has been designing for many years. I think she was selling us since the late 70s. In an industry that has changed so much from the 70s to the 80s and 90s, now in the 2000s, that she is still designing and still making a difference. And her designs are still stunning to look at, and they're fun and cute. Some of them are really funny. This one is a needlework sampler, and I bought this, and she signed it for me. I just love the colors, and I'm like, okay, I really don't have samplers. About time I needed one. And I bought the little charm pack to go with it because, in fact, I don't know why I didn't buy it. At first, I saw the display in the trunk show area, and I was like, oh, hey, wait, why didn't I? There are charms to that, and somebody said, yeah, they're right here. I was like, okay, give them to me. And they've got thimbles and the little scissors and hearts. Really cute. I can't wait to do that. One's gonna be fun. And when I got to StitchCon, I didn't know if I even planned on using it, but this little item that I had broke on me. So I just replaced it while I was there. The clip chart, or chart clip. It was like $6.50. I bought this for my other LNS, so it is really worth it. I probably did not take care of it really well. It sat in the bottom of a bag, so it probably damaged the joint, but it's okay. I got a new one. I got a freebie from Kitty Cats, Kitty Cats Original. This, I think, came from the Keepsakes house. It says raising kids is like being pecked to death by a chicken. Yes, yes it is. Lindy Stitches sent a mini, and Nicole was passing them out because I guess they didn't get them as quickly as they hoped. So they were really passing them out. So this little mouse is holding a spool. And that's so cute. So thank you, Lindy Stitches, for that freebie. And I forgive me if I say this wrong, because I know they're this. I think they're the Sunshine Stitchers. Garon and Garon toten bags. When you put items on hold from the annex, you got these little goodie things. So this came with a little card and a needle minder, which is a really nice heavy token. Like, this reminds me of like the wooden nickels. And so there's that, and a little floss ring that has a little t-shirt. That is adorable. So that was picked up. Another freebie from putting things on hold was from Donna and Diana, from Be Happy, Be Kind, StitchCon 2021. I think Pam and Steph also showed these off. Oh my gosh. So cute. Little floss ring. I mean, little bead. You can't see it behind the button. Behind the button is a little bead charm. So I also did buy a couple other things. I had to buy the Cicada needle minder for the Broad X stitch. I almost bought a t-shirt, and I should have. But I know I wanted the needle minder. The needle minder would be used so much more. So thank you for designing such a neat little thing and putting it in the annex. And then from, I think this Rebel Stitcher, yeah, brought a whole bunch of needle minders. And of course I had to get the Oregon Trail. You Died of Dysentery. I loved this game. I played it way back, like 89, 90, 91, whatever it was. However, my favorite game besides this, that was a same format, but it was called Fraction Munchers, where this frog-like character would eat fractions. So you had a decimal, and then you had a fraction, and you had to match them up, or you had to match up fractions like 1/4 or 2/8, and so on and so on. I remember that game. That game helped me understand fractions as a 4th grader. That's what I remember doing it. So it was like 10. So if you remember Fraction Munchers, let me know. I just wanted to see if anybody still has the game functioning, but probably not. And then I had to get some more Zappy Dots. Little 310 and her little ear. Oh, my son is fighting me for this. So Barbara, I have to get another one when I come down sometime. Yeah. He's threatened to take it from me, and I told him he has to finish a cross stitch in order to earn that. And you can't leave without your official StitchCon needle minder. That's my haul. I think I did pretty good. You know, it wasn't, I really went for the experience. It was really nice to just get out. Forgive me, I'm going to squeeze away real quick. And be with all of these people. That was definitely my highlight of the weekend. But like I said, I'm going to make videos about the PVC stand and tabletop or lap stand soon, very soon. I went through that, showed you those. Now, okay, before I get on to my other stuff, I did the smalls exchange, and Rose got mine, and it was really fun to see some, get something that you made. And this I got from Veronica. I thought so. I just didn't say it wrong. She's got a YouTube channel, I believe. Yes, Veronica X Stitch. I'll be catching up soon. So I was made this beautiful little bookmark that had penguins on one side, not teddy bears, polar bears on the other. Very cute. And a little like braided cord. Sorry, I'm dumping out here. And it came in this adorable little bag. And I went for the smaller bag that was left because sometimes I say, the best things are in small packages. Some tissues, which was perfect for the new weekend. A sucker, a pina colada, my favorite drink. Thank you. A needle minder, which was from Mad from Minders. They're on Instagram. Little penguin needle minder. Sorry, I hadn't really stared at the card too much. I knew what it said, but thank you. Mad for Minders. And then 2 colors from Hand Dye by Rolanda. Rolanda, okay. She's an Etsy. Color 2 and color 55. Really cute. Really nice deep teal. And this, I want to call like an icy teal blue. Very cute. This probably is my favorite of the look. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because it looks Asian-ish. I don't know. Forgive me. It's really clear. Yeah, you can't read it, but yeah, I can't either. So I opened this and I was like, I wonder what this is. And it looked like this little pouch, right? And I was like, okay. They are little scissors. They are the cutest. I mean, oh my goodness. Look at that. And this pouch is leather. Thank you. This is so adorable. I don't even know. Okay, I'm afraid to use it. 2, if I did, it'd get lost because of my kids. And I don't want to damage it. It's too adorable. However, I think I'm going to maybe put a little loop on it and hang it on our Christmas tree or something. Because that is so stinking cute. And it looks like it came in this little box. And probably instructions that I can't read. Oh, just adorable. So thank you. That was the smalls exchange, and I was really glad I participated in it. I'll be honest, even after doing it, I feel a little intimidated because some of those gifts were over the top. But you know what? That was the fun. I'm just glad that I did participate in it. There's a little bit of other haul. Really quick, random haul. Valkyrie Stitchworks. She was in the late night stitching room. But she's got fabric. And she had this Lugana 32. Well, you cannot see that. It looks more blue. Yeah, it looks more blue. It's definitely a really like bright Eastery. It's a little better. It's a little whited out. but it's like, to me, like a very Eastery purple. Thank you. I don't know even what I'm going to do with this yet, but stunning colors. And one of the nights we went out to have dinner, excuse me, itchy nose, we went to Cracker Barrel, and I was there at the same Cracker Barrel back in March, and I noticed this. I don't know why I didn't buy it when we were there the first time, but I said, hey, if these are still there, I'm buying them just for fun. At the Cracker Barrel, they had cross-stitch kits. Probably paid more than I wanted to for these little things, but a butterfly, and I want to say that's a robin, but I'm probably wrong. That's probably some other bird that I'm not familiar with. But again, I think it's just really awesome when you can find cross-stitch in some mainstream retail. And so I had to have those. I wanted to support them selling it, so maybe they can do more in the future. Okay, so there's only a little bit left before I show my other stuff. Random story. Before I left, my 5-year-old didn't understand that I was going to be gone for a few days, and he was kind of sad, which is adorable and totally normal. But he said, Mommy, you need this, and he put a picture of us in the suitcase. So I had this with me of my husband and all 4 of the kids at StitchCon, sat at the late night stitching table one night, sat in the hotel room. But Ethan is adorable. Love him. I'm slowly crossing things off this list. Trying to stay focused. Sorry, clean off my table. And then this. I will just show you this real quick. These have some freebies in them, and I'm really... Oops, broke that prong off. It has the StitchCon logo. Really happy to have that. There's free patterns in here from Sue Hillis sent one. Luhu Stitches. I might have said that wrong. The Elegant Thread. Twin Peak Primitive sent one. Mojo Stitches. Sweet Symmetry. Oh, and Heart and Hand. Jan Hicks. And From the Heart, Needlework by Wendy. So, a lot of fun things in this passport. It was great. And I have a wonderful little note from Keepsakes Barbara in here. So, definitely very treasured. We had other notes. Oh, and look, I want to point these out. These little business cards, they're photos. They're really teeny tiny. See how teeny those are? They said it was a mistake. I love these. I love that they're really tiny. And I think she said her husband cut out each and every single one of them, even though they were a mistake. No, I love them. If you can, keep these, because I love that they were just so tiny. They stood out, I think, because they were tiny. So I have some of those in there. And a coupon that I'm trying to throw away. Also, already, she was quick. Barbara, my new stitchy sister, had already mailed me a card. It has chai tea on it. It even says chai tea because I drank tea, not coffee. Thank you. A wonderful note and some tea. Very special. Very quick. Even though I was still recovering, I had a couple extra days to recover from a kidney stone, but again, new Stitchy Sister. So speaking of Stitchy Sister, we've already discussed that we might stitch each other something and with each other at another time. future retreat, Christmas, something. And we finally found out what it was. It's the Primitive Hairs Sister Stitcher. It's a freebie that's on the blog. I love it. And I saw a pair of these from the video from weekend A on the brag table. So you can do it in variety of colors and styles. But yes, I'm very happy. That's not really a haul, but it's all connected. All connected. Okay. Last but not least, well, definitely not last, but close enough, is my other crafts. I'm trying to show you guys more on what I do besides cross stitch. That takes up more of my time sometimes. And again, my girls are in cheer. I crazily volunteered to be the craft mom and do the gifts for 2 different teams, which then had 43 altogether. It's fun. I really enjoy making these girls smile and collect donations from parents to put them together so we don't have to pay somebody else to do it. Kind of stretches the cost out a little bit more. So this last time they went to a state competition and I made them some sunglasses, a keychain bow, and some bottles. So I just kind of want to show you what I do. So here are the sunglasses. Gotta sport them quick. I can't even see. My daughter had them really dirty. But it has Bolt on one side and the team name on the other. So they can sport this. I have fun. You know, definitely summertime. And this keychain bow, which I will be in Ohio again in just a couple weeks. And this is dirty. I don't know what she has done with it already. But it says Holy Toledo and then their team. Because Holy Toledo, we're going to nationals. So there's that. And these don't have the lids right now because they were just washed. But I made them some water bottles. And they were all personalized for each of the cheerleaders. But it had, you know, see if you can, so hard to read when they're clear. Like their name, some cheer motifs, their team name, and another cheer motif. So since they're on different teams, like there's Bolt and then there was Hurricane. So they will have water bottles to drink out of, sunglasses, and a new fun little keychain. I've been doing these lately a lot because it's been a fun little way for our girls, I say our teams, to collect something and put on their backpacks or something. And these are so easy to make. Again, making 43 of these were a little difficult, not difficult, time consuming, but they're still easy. Very easy. Like I said, it's dirty. And then they were all in paper bags that I had then put like either a hurricane or a lightning bolt on it with the girls' names on it as they got passed out. I just happened to find this. That's why I wanted to. So I did 43 bottles, 43 bows, 43 glasses, and 43 bags that I had to cut out. That is not 600 ornaments, Katie. Seriously. That, I'm just in awe, still in awe. And then just because I don't think I showed this before, this is what I did around Christmas time. They all got makeup bags. And I try to incorporate a lot of the same designs and stuff into it, so it kind of has a cohesive feel through each season. So, in fact, I took this, it was an extra one I accidentally made. This just had my tea in it when I went to StitchCon. So those are my other crafts. I will be, the next couple weeks will be a little busy for me because we'll be working on national gifts. And as far as I have designed, they're going to be a wonderful little iron-on picture of each of the girls with some of those motifs around it on a 16 by 16 inch pillowcase, so they can sit it on their bed, and then some little sleeping mask. So those are my plans. So again, that's why my videos sometimes, I wouldn't say sporadic because I'm just now getting back into it, but having that go on, sometimes I don't get time to make a video, or I don't have time to stitch as much. as I would like. So the good news is while I was gone, the house didn't burn down. The kids were happy to see me. Husband was happy to see me. I can't wait to do this again. Hopefully there'll be some other retreats in the future, near future. And then what I said, a small announcement, hopefully. I am planning on opening my own little shop, not on Etsy. I have a Square, so I might be a Square shop. I'm trying to figure out the logistics and stuff because I'm going to have some earrings, needle minders to start off with, and the project bags. Which, what did I do with those? Oh, these are the 3 project bags that I currently have ready. A Batman and 2 of these fun little bunny sets. Because yeah, you need time to sew. So hopefully sometime late July. I don't want to keep putting it off, but if I put it out there, then I have to do it. And because I almost forgot, quick non-stitch con haul. Got my new copy of Just Cross Stitch in the mail. More fabric to make some project bags. I almost forgot what I was saying. This was too pretty not to get. It's very watercolory looking flowers. Oh, and Mo sale. I mean, I haven't bought from her in a while, but I saw this color. Oh my gosh. See if you can see them both. They're the same. Acklins. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Acklins. I was like, yes. I don't know. Everybody was showing that, and I was like, I had to have it, so I bought 2 skeins of that. And then some more charms for, hopefully bags or something, earrings. But yes, that's my see, I've been pretty good because I was preparing for StitchCon and being busy making other gifts. I just don't have the time or energy to do much else. Oh, and my mom gave me some floss that came from my grandmother. J.P. Coates. Lord knows how old that is. Really. And then Coates and Clark's too. So, but thank you. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're one of my few subscribers who've been watching, thank you. I know I've met many, many, many of you at StitchCon, and I cannot wait to start catching up on videos. I've made a list. In fact, I also had many people sign my little book. So I got more. I mean, even though I can find some of this stuff elsewhere, I wanted another I want it written down so I don't forget or I have something to go through later. And oh, that's the other thing. I took the sticker off the ornament box and put it on this notebook that I was using at StitchCon. Yeah. Yes, Stephanie, you said Vistaprint. Can you just get more of these and sell these stickers at StitchCon? Because I buy them because I love office supplies too. You have no idea. Like she was saying in the video, her love of, I have an entire box in the bedroom that nobody's allowed to touch because they're spare office supplies. I have crayons and pencils the kids are not allowed to touch. They get their own. You don't touch mom's. So I don't know. I get it. I totally get it. But you guys, I just can't wait to do this again. Like I said, there's Candace and Milka, Tiffany, Shay, Stephanie, Colette, Brenda, Sarah. Oh, Sarah was hilarious. Love talking to her. Nicole, I mean, that's just the tip. And I went through StitchCon amnesia of just trying to remember everything, and slowly it comes back. So if I forget anything, I'm sorry, but I hope you guys had fun. I hope to be making more videos soon. You should see a PVC stand and tabletop here very shortly. It's been kind of raining off and on today because I'm hoping to kind of film outside, just because my house is crazy and chaotic, and there's not really a good clean corner in this house with 4 kids. But I thought, well, if we change it outdoors, maybe. We'll see. But again, subscribe, like. I thank you for coming back and watching my StitchCon Recap 2021 I Survived series. And I can't wait to do this again. So I'll see you guys next time. Have fun.